What's up, motherfuckers? I'm back. So, my dad asked me the other night, get down. First off, let me just get started with this. I have 3 dogs, so they will always be up my ass when I'm doing stuff. That one is Knoxville. He does not know how to leave me alone every time I talk. A black one that you might see here and there is Memphis. My other one, my old boy, he's 13, he's Jackson. He's in the corner right here, probably see him. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is, so my dad asked me one night when we was in the garage, I live with my father. I live in his basement. It is a 1-bedroom apartment. We remodeled it this last summer. I've lived here since last August, and I have a rental house. It was a town that I did not want to live in, so why have it? Why live there? So I rented it out to a friend, and they've loved it. I love it. Win-win. But anywho, so me and my dad were sitting in the garage one night, and he straight up asked me why I am such a strong person. Okay. So this was shortly after a breakup that I honestly thought was gonna, or not the breakup, I thought this relationship was going to be my forever. Okay. But he had other plans for that. And that's okay. I'm not holding a grudge. I never do. Like, I get over it. I don't care. There's more fish in the sea, and I want somebody that's going to be 100% me. So, that being said, he asked me why I was such a strong person. So, that's what I want to share with all of you guys. I've been through a lot of trauma in my life. I have been through a lot of shitty relationships in my life. There's only been one relationship in my entire life that I never got cheated on that I know of, which I don't think this person would, because he's genuine. He likes to come off tough, but he's not. Or he is, but he's not. Anyway. The toughest characters are the weakest and softest people. Not the weakest, but the softest. Anyway, so I guess what I told him, not I guess, but I told him that I've just gotten over all of the trauma, all of the bullshit that I've encountered as a person, and I'm only 32. Like, the amount of shit that I have been through at 32 years old is absolutely ridiculous, and no one should ever go through as much shit. Especially in relationships, not even just in life in general. Like, I'm just a very fast learner, so like, I don't hold grudges, I don't do drama, I don't go doing bullshit. Like, I don't sit and talk about people unless it's fucking true, and I would say it to their face. And that's another perk of me, is I have absolutely no filter. If you know me personally, you will understand. If you know me as a bartender, because I am a full-time bartender waitress, and half of my customers know me because of my mouth, but they also know how to interact with me and give me shit right back. And I love that. That's why I love my job, is because the people that I encounter on a daily basis on my set schedule, and like, I can just fuck with them and they fuck with me back. They got tough skin. They're not weak. They don't get butt hurt. But anyways, I guess when I encountered every situation in my life, I've learned something from it. So in my 9-year relationship, there was a lot of cheating. There was a lot of bullshit. We grew up together. He was very young. I was young. I had just graduated school. He was a dropout, but no judgment on that. Like, I graduated from alternative. But I still walked with my class. Either way, I've just encountered a lot of bullshit. So what I have learned is not to conflict on that bullshit, not to dwell on the bullshit. Like, if something happens in my life, I learn from it, I move on. Okay. My dad asked me that night too why I walked away so fast. If you know me, I walk away fast. I don't deal with it. So this man I caught talking to another woman. There was flirty messages, and I told my dad, I said it would have been different, and I would have probably acted differently or confronted differently if it was only a couple messages. But there was paragraphs, and not only for a couple hours, but 48 hours. So at what point does a person remember they're in a fucking relationship? You know what I mean? So I was quiet the entire day. I didn't really interact. Because this man lived 800 miles away. Okay. I've known him for my entire life, but 800 miles away. And I'm not speaking illy of him because he is a good guy, but I just don't, me personally, I just don't deal with shit. So when I seen these messages, I was instantly fuming, pissed, and hurt all at the same time. So anyway, yeah, I didn't interact, whatever. The day went on, and then eventually he asked me what my issue was or what my problem was, like why I haven't really said anything, why I haven't really interacted, so on and so forth. And so like, I looked at him and I said, who the fuck is, and he goes, what? And I said, who the fuck is, and he goes, why are you going through my phone? I said, that is not the answer I was looking for. Men, if you are talking to a human that is not a threat, do not answer, why are you going through my phone? Okay? One, I don't know this man's password to his phone at all. He left it open on a glass shelf in my apartment, and my intuition was just like, look, you need to look. So I did. And I wish I didn't. I mean, I'm glad that I did, because I'm glad where I'm at now in my life. And like I said, I want somebody that's going to be 100% me. I'm not going to go back and forth with somebody for so long. I already did that for 9 years. I refuse to do it again. So the next morning, he left. He got on a plane. That was his plan. Like, he had already, that was his flight out. Whatever, excuse me. So, excuse me again. So anyways, we're driving to the airport, and at this point, I was a bitch. Like, I was like, can you drive? I'm too tired. I had slept all night. Okay. So I didn't fake sleep. I'm pretty good at it sometimes, I will admit, but like, I actually slept on the way to the airport, and he drove. So anyways, we get to the airport, he gets out, and, he wants to give me a hug, kiss, whatever. And at this point, I was still so hurt, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, I didn't necessarily end it when I probably should have with that situation. But I was very quiet for a few days after, for like 2 days after or whatever. And I'm just like, at one point I was just like, I can't do this, because there was messages coming in constantly, like, I'm sorry, blah, blah. And it just triggered my whole past. And I was like, nope, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. Tanya is not doing this. So yeah, I mean, so for instance, like, that's just an example of the shit that I won't deal with. But yeah, I just, trauma and bullshit, I do not. I don't. If you can't be 100% with a person, do not be with that fucking person. Point fucking blank. I don't care if you've been married, divorced, in a relationship, all of the above. Like, get rid of the situation. Intent to get rid of the situation. So, and then what else did he ask me? He asked me why I'm so unbothered. At one point, he asked me why I'm so unbothered with everything. And I really am. I don't think I get too worked up about anything. I'm pretty laid back. I mean, my perk is I say it how it is. If I don't like a situation, I'm going to call your ass out and be like, you're being a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. Okay? So I just play it easy with my life. I don't care. I've cared so much in my past about things and people that never cared that much about me. So I guess what I told him is I got sick of putting in effort and putting in time, wasted time at that, for nobody. So I woke up one morning and I looked myself in the mirror and I said, we're doing this for you. Like, this is for you. And ever since that morning, I have done me. I don't care what other people do. I don't care what other people fucking say. People have said so much bullshit about me, and I don't care. I don't get worked up. I don't get sad. I don't get mad. I don't care. You can turn around and say, I'm fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I'm like, hell yeah, I am. Ain't. But I'm going to go with it because I don't care. Like, people, you have hate. You have judgment. You have people that'll talk good of you. People that will be your bestest friend. But you also have people with a fucking knife behind you. And I've just learned that to take people with a grain of salt, whether you're my friend, whether you're my family, whether you're my old friend, whether we were acquainted, like, I'm watching, I'm listening to other conversations, and I literally take what you say to my face like a grain of salt. Because people switch. People go right back and do the opposite thing of what they said to your face. Okay. So so like when I don't let people bother me, for instance, I had a situation, and this is my favorite situation to talk about because it's about the comparison of somebody and me. So I'm a bartender, okay? I've already said that. And this person come up to me and like basically was bitching about their drink, okay? And they're a big part of the community, blah, blah, blah. So in my eyes, I feel like they think they're better than me. The way they were talking, they anticipated that they was better than me. And so I'm here to tell you guys, ain't nobody better than anybody else on this planet. I don't give a fuck if you're a lawyer. I don't give a fuck if you're a veterinarian. I don't give a fuck if you're a goddamn doctor. If you treat people like shit and make them feel this big, that's because your ego is this big. Okay? So I was instantly pissed. And I walked away. I didn't say a fucking word. I walked away. But I was explaining this to my dad literally last night. I said, I hate when people act like the reflection of their mirror is better than mine. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, do you look in the mirror in the morning to brush your teeth, brush your hair, or just to look at yourself and see what people see? And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, okay. I said, do you see a different reflection in your mirror than mine? Well, no, not really. And I was like, do you want to know why? And he's like, why? I said, because we're both good people. I said, we both don't have an ego and we both are humble. I said, now this person, and I named him off. I said, when this person looks in a mirror, what do you see? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, when you see this person outside in public and you have a conversation, what do you see? Arrogance. Okay. See, we don't have the same reflection. Okay. And they think they're up here when they are down the fuck here. So before you judge people and like put people down, just make sure you remember that everyone has a story. Everyone has trauma. Everybody backlashes differently. And we all have different jobs, but that doesn't define who we are as a person. Look at me. I can guarantee you, and I ain't being cocky on purpose, I can guarantee you I have at least 20 people that can say, she's a good time. She's an awesome person. She is humble. She is kind. She is sweet. I might swear like a fucking sailor, and I might be an ignorant little shit, and I might be cockier than fuck, but I can assure you I am messing with you. I am the sweetest fucking person, and I am humble. But some people can't beat ignorance, and that's what sucks. But everybody's different, But what I'm trying to get my message out to be is do not worry about what other people say or do or anything otherwise. Just worry about yourself. Life is too short to die unhappy. Life is too short to die with regrets. Live your best fucking life. You get one time. to life. And then you die. And you rot in the ground or you sit on someone's mantle. And you can't tell me that I'm not right. Because I am. We aren't cats. We don't get to get hit by a fucking car and pop back up and be like, yo, what up? You don't. Like, you have one life, so live it the fuck up. Live it up. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about other people's bullshit. Don't worry about other people's lives. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. I hate when people mind mine. God damn, I hate when people mind mine. Because if you ain't fucking me and you ain't feeding me and you ain't paying my bills, you shouldn't be worrying about my motherfucking business. Okay? Now, you fucking me, you feeding me, you paying my bills? Yeah, you can worry about my goddamn business all day. I'll tell you my business. You check in, I'd be like, yo, what up? Like, I'm doing this. I don't talk like that, but don't worry about what other people are doing. And be fucking humble and be kind and be a good goddamn person, for fuck's sake. Hell. I'm just glad I'm where I'm at in my life, because I don't fucking care. I literally give 0 fucks. When you give too many fucks throughout your life, you learn to not have any more. So anyway, everybody have a good fucking day. I gotta go to fucking work because I have to be an adult and shit, because my mom and dad chose this life for me. I didn't choose it. I mean, there's Perk. I still live in his basement, or I live in his basement again, which we always laugh because my dad is my best friend. And he really is. And he actually wants to do a podcast with me. So he's going to be joining me at some point. So make sure you subscribe, Blondie Shit Show, and wait for Papa Bob to show up because he'll be here. Bye.